As a plumbing and heating engineer, I've seen many disasters over the years, with houses freezing and burst pipes causing extensive damage. I remember getting woken up at 3 AM one morning with the phone constantly ringing. Still half asleep, I answered it to a lady in a frantic state. I told her to stop, take a few deep breaths and calm down. She told me she lived on her own. She'd been to the bathroom and whilst using the tap broke and the water was running constantly. She told me that she'd phoned all the 24-hour plumbers but couldn't get hold of anybody. I told her to fill a kettle in a large pan of water and have a look under the kitchen sink to see if there was a valve there, and hey presto, there was. I instructed her to turn it clockwise. And guess what? The water stopped. I could hear her relief. At a slightly more reasonable hour, I went to her house to repair the tap. Anyway, the moral of the story is to make sure you know where to turn your water off. Knowing where to turn the water off in winter is essential, as pipes can freeze and burst, causing floods. Waste pipes can also freeze if the taps are left running or dripping, which can overflow and also flood. Knowing where to turn the stop tap off is essential. Here are my top tips for avoiding the winter blues. Make sure you know where your stop tap is and check it's working. If you're going away, leave your central heating on as normal and put the room thermostat at 14 degrees centigrade. Make sure all vulnerable pipes are insulated and your boiler is serviced. Make sure you have the name and telephone number of your WaterSafe approved plumber to hand. Keep it by the boiler or stop tap and get a neighbour to look in occasionally if you go away. One of our most common call-outs now is outside garden taps freezing. In the winter, turn off the inside tap that controls your garden tap and open the garden tap until the spring. Repairing these is one of our most common winter call-outs. You can also take precautions by insulating and buying one of these. Pop it on in the winter to help insulate your pipework. And there we are, set for the spring. The good thing is now that most modern houses are well insulated with double glazing and modern boilers like this one. Nearly all the modern boilers have built-in frost protection, so when the temperature gets down to around 5 degrees, they'll turn themselves on to stop them freezing. Ask your heating engineer if you've got built-in frost protection when you next have your boiler serviced. And if the worst happens and you do get a flood, remember my 3 AM lady and don't panic. Fill a pan and kettle with water before turning off the stop tap. If you have a frozen central heating pipe, then turn off your boiler and your immersion heater. Open the hot and cold taps to release the pressure. Most importantly, keep calm and don't panic, and call your WaterSafe plumber. WaterSafe offers a vital service to help you find a plumber and keep your drinking water safe. Type in your postcode at watersafe.org.uk to find your nearest accredited business.